The day has slowly fallen away, and now a softer moment begins. A quiet space opens around you, gentle and unhurried, as though the world itself is taking a long, steady breath. Nothing needs to be done now, nothing needs to be held up or carried. Just this simple ease, like settling into a calm evening. The air around you feels warm in places and cool in others, moving in a slow and comforting way. It creates a feeling of safety, a sense that you can finally let the weight of the day drift to the edges. Here, the pace is slower. Thoughts loosen on their own, the mind softening as everything becomes quieter. In this moment, imagine yourself standing at the edge of a calm, dreamlike space. There is no rush to step forward. The boundary between the waking world and this gentler place feels thin, like a soft curtain that moves with the slightest breath. As you linger here, a gentle stillness begins to gather around you, almost like a soft glow in the air. You sense the beginning of a peaceful path ahead, shaped by warmth, quiet colors, and subtle light. Nothing is sharp, nothing is bright. Every edge in this place feels rounded, softened by time and kindness. The air carries a quiet invitation, encouraging you to relax into the softness around you. As you breathe, your body loosens just a little more. Your shoulders settle. Your breath becomes slower without effort. The warmth of this space spreads through your chest and down into your limbs, as though the atmosphere itself is holding you with gentle hands. With each slow inhale, you move a little further from the pace of the day. With each easy exhale, you drift closer to a different kind of space, one made of rest and quiet comfort. There is no urgency here, only a steady, welcoming calm. A soft light seems to shimmer somewhere ahead, faint and steady. It's not a light calling you forward, only a presence in the distance, like a lantern waiting patiently at the entrance of a peaceful sanctuary. You can sense it more than see it, a warm hint in the air that suggests a place where everything slows. As you allow the moment to deepen, the ground beneath you feels steady and familiar, as if shaped by quiet footsteps over countless nights. There is a sense of age here, not in a heavy way, but in a comforting one. Timeless, gentle, endlessly patient. The kind of place where nothing has to happen quickly. The soft air moves past your skin with a slow, comforting touch. You may imagine the faint scent of earth after a warm evening, or the delicate freshness of leaves that have rested undisturbed for a long time. The details drift in and out easily, without asking for attention. Everything feels like a gentle invitation to simply be. A sense of entering begins to bloom around you. Not a step, not a motion, just a shift, subtle and natural. The waking world grows a little more distant, the dream space a little closer. It feels as though you're being welcomed, not by a place, but by the softness of rest itself. Here, the air settles into a quiet hush. Every sound seems softened, wrapped in layers of calm. Even your own breath feels slower, steadier, like a quiet rhythm syncing with the warm atmosphere around you. A steady ease flows through your chest and down your spine. As this moment stretches gently forward, the world you came from loosens its hold. The thoughts of the day drift like faint echoes that no longer need attention. Nothing pulls at you now. The quiet ahead feels open, peaceful, ready to hold you without expectation. You may sense the beginning of a garden taking shape, though nothing appears sharply, just the idea of soft paths, calm air, and a timeless presence waiting to surround you. The space feels ancient, but gentle in its age, softened by countless silent nights. It feels like a place built for wandering, for quiet breaths, for rest. Your body feels heavier now, in a comforting way, as though the ground beneath you is steady enough to hold your full weight. The muscles along your back and neck slowly unclench. Your jaw softens. The warmth in your chest grows deeper, guiding you into a slower rhythm. Each breath carries you a little further inward, into a quiet space where nothing presses, nothing urges, nothing pulls, only calm, only stillness, only the steady drift toward a peaceful inner landscape. The gentle light ahead remains soft and patient, like a lantern glowing behind soft fabric. It never brightens, never demands attention. It simply exists, a warm sign that you're moving toward a place where rest flows naturally. In this unhurried moment, the atmosphere around you grows even quieter. The air feels warmer along your arms and cooler at your ankles, shifting slowly like a tender breeze. It brings a feeling of welcome, as though the space itself recognizes your presence and softens for you. You may begin to feel the sense of stepping into something older and kinder than the day you've left behind, a sanctuary shaped by the quiet movements of countless peaceful nights, a place where wandering is easy and resting happens without effort, a place where time slows to a gentle heartbeat. Let this moment settle, let it soften. Allow the warmth of the space to gather around you like a blanket of calm air. Nothing else matters here, only this slow drift inward, only this gentle beginning. The dream garden waits just ahead, timeless and still. Its quiet presence meets you where you are, inviting you into a space where every breath grows softer and every moment carries you deeper into rest. The quiet around you deepens into something warm and steady, like an evening that has settled into complete ease. A gentle glow begins to form ahead, soft and low, as though the air itself is holding a faint warmth. Nothing pulls you forward, yet you feel a natural shift, a simple readiness to move with the calm around you. A pathway slowly appears beneath your feet, shaped by a pale, comforting light. It glows just enough to guide the way, leaving the edges soft and blurred. Each step feels unhurried, steady, and light. The ground has a smooth, softened texture, as if countless quiet footsteps have walked here before. Small lanterns hang at an easy distance, suspended from branches that sway with the lightest movement of air. Their glow is warm and gentle, never bright, gently brushing the path in soft gold. Some seem to be lanterns, while others look more like flowers or petals that emit their own soft light. The shapes shift slightly as you move, blending into one another in a peaceful blur. The air here feels warm near your face and cooler around your ankles, drifting in slow, soothing waves. Shadows move softly across the ground, gliding like quiet companions. Every shift in light adds to the sense of peace, easing your breath into a slower rhythm. A sense of safety settles around you. The path is neither narrow nor wide, but comfortably clear, as if it was shaped to match your pace. There's a gentle invitation in the way it stretches forward, never hurried, never demanding, simply offering a quiet direction to drift toward. With each step, the earth feels soft beneath you, giving slightly under your weight and then settling again. The glow of the lanterns brushes lightly over the tops of your hands. The air carries a faint warmth, almost like the memory of sunlight held in the petals above you. As you move deeper into the quiet, the lanterns begin to change in subtle ways. Some tilt gently, as though nodding to you. Others sway in the breeze, scattering small patterns of soft light across the path. Their glow makes the shadows shift in a slow, calming dance. Nothing in their movement is sharp or sudden. Here and there, a cluster of petals appears on the ground, glowing with a soft bluish sheen. They brighten slightly as you draw near, then dim again as you move past, responding not to touch, but to presence. The effect is peaceful, like the earth breathing gently beneath you. Your steps feel slower now. Calm spreads through your shoulders, down your arms, and into your chest. The air seems to cradle you in quiet warmth, easing you into deeper stillness. Thoughts grow softer, drifting like the shadows on the path. In the distance, the pathway curves gently, offering the promise of more soft light just beyond your view. There's no sense of urgency. The curve feels natural, like the flow of a calm river or the edge of a familiar hillside. You follow it with easy steps, guided by the slow glow ahead. As the path bends, the lanterns gather closer, their lights pooling over the ground in warm ripples. They form little pockets of brightness, each one soft and rounded, never spilling too far into the dark. The closeness of the lights creates a quiet intimacy, a feeling of being held in a gentle embrace. The ground changes slightly beneath your feet, becoming even softer, almost velvety. It feels like walking on moss warmed by a lingering evening. Every step sinks just a little, then rises to meet you again. The sensation is calming, grounding you with every slow movement. The air deepens into a comforting stillness. Even the breeze seems to slow, moving lazily through the branches above. Each lantern sways with such gentle rhythm that the path ahead feels almost like it's breathing, expanding and settling with the same quiet cadence as your own breath. A faint hint of scent drifts through the warm air. It's soft and subtle, something like petals warmed by the sun or distant blossoms opening under gentle light. The scent moves past you in slow waves, never strong, never pushing for attention, simply adding to the warmth of the moment. As you continue forward, the lanterns begin to thin out, leaving more space between patches of light. The darkness around you doesn't feel empty, it feels restful, like a blanket of calm wrapped loosely around the glowing path. Each pool of light appears ahead just when you need it, as though the garden senses your unhurried pace. Your breathing has grown deeper without you trying. Your body feels lighter, as if some quiet weight has been lifted. The shadows no longer feel separate from the light. They blend into one gentle pattern that moves with you. A deeper calm settles in the center of your chest. The slow glow of the lanterns feels steady and familiar now, like old companions walking beside you. Your steps keep their easy rhythm, one soft movement flowing gently into the next. Farther along, the path widens slightly, opening into a small glowing space. Light gathers in soft pools at the edges, leaving the center warm and open. The air here feels even stiller, as if waiting in quiet welcome. A sense of arrival spreads gently through your body. You pause in this space, not from effort, but from a natural slowing. The warm light settles around your arms and shoulders. Your breath moves in quiet waves, deeper and slower than before. The pathway behind you feels distant now, softened by calm. This gentle place holds you in warmth for a moment longer. Nothing moves quickly, nothing asks for attention. Everything around you supports the slow rhythm of rest. When the moment feels ready, the light ahead softens just a little more, inviting you deeper into the quiet garden beyond. The air seems to hum with calm, a slow, steady comfort that guides your body toward deeper ease. The soft path continues forward, glowing faintly like warm embers drifting in the night, and you follow in calm, unhurried steps, letting the quiet light lead you deeper into rest. The quiet path continues forward, and the air shifts in a soft, delicate way. A cooler breeze drifts through, gentle as a slow breath, bringing with it a calm that settles over your skin. The light ahead becomes softer, filtered through shapes that move with an easy rhythm. As you step further in, the sound begins. A faint rustling, almost too soft to notice at first, brushes against the edges of your awareness. It's a quiet, rhythmic whisper, leaves touching each other in a slow, soothing pattern. The sound wraps around you like a gentle lullaby carried by the air. The grove opens gradually, not all at once. Tall branches sway above, letting small patches of light drift through in shifting patterns. The light moves across the ground in soft, dappled shapes, changing with every easy breeze. Nothing sharp, nothing bright, only gentle movement, soft shadows, and warm tones. The whisper of the leaves grows clearer the longer you stand here. It has no single source. It drifts from many directions at once, blending into one calm, steady rhythm. The breeze moves through branches overhead, creating a soft music that feels older than anything you can name. Here, the air cools just enough to bring freshness to each breath, The scent is faint, clean, and earthy, like leaves resting peacefully on the forest floor. Every inhale feels smooth and quiet. Every exhale sinks you a little deeper into comfort. The leaves overhead shimmer in the soft light, their movements slow and unhurried. They tilt and turn with the breeze, brushing against one another with the gentlest touch. The sound is barely more than a sigh, a soft hush that settles any noisy thoughts still lingering around you. As you walk beneath the branches, the whispering grows into a soft rhythm that seems to guide your steps, not in a direct way, but in a quiet, natural flow. Each footstep lands on cool earth that feels smooth beneath you. The ground has the softness of soil that has rested undisturbed for a long time. The grove feels deeper with each breath. Light moves slowly across the path, as though carried on warm water. Shadows drift over your hands, then slide gently away as the breeze stirs again. The motion is soothing, like watching calm waves roll in and out. Your chest begins to loosen. The rhythm of the whispering leaves settles into your body, inviting a sense of ease that extends through your shoulders and down your spine. Everything grows quieter inside, quieter outside, until both seem to merge into one soft moment. A few leaves fall around you, drifting in slow spirals through the air. They glide down without hurry, carried by the breeze in easy circles. When they land, they settle so gently that you can barely hear the sound. Each small movement feels like part of the grove's natural heartbeat. The branches above lean slightly inward, creating a soft canopy. It feels as though the entire space is gently folding around you, not to close you in, but to offer a feeling of being held. The air warms in patches, then cools again as the breeze shifts. Every shift in temperature adds to the calming rhythm. As you wander through the grove, the leaf whispers grow even softer, fading in and out with the breeze. They come in small waves like the quiet breath of an old sleeping forest. The sound settles into the background, steady and reassuring. It turns the space around you into a cradle of gentle motion and soft sound. The light through the trees becomes even more delicate. It shimmers along the edges of leaves before sliding down to the forest floor. Every patch of light feels warm against your skin, while the surrounding air stays cool and refreshing. The contrast brings a sense of balance, settling into your body in a deeply comforting way. Your steps slow without you trying. The grove seems to encourage a gentler pace, a slower breath, a deeper sense of presence. Each movement becomes lighter, quieter, as though your body is adjusting to the stillness around you. The whispering leaves continue their soft song above you, steady and soothing. A soft hush spreads through the space as you reach the grove's deeper center. Here, the breeze moves with the calmest rhythm yet, brushing past your ears like a quiet thought. Leaves ripple overhead, making patterns of sound that drift through your mind like warm currents. Every part of this place feels peaceful and welcoming. The shadows thicken slightly, creating cool patches on the ground. The light that passes through them seems to slow, stretching into longer, gentler beams. It feels like time itself has softened, no longer rushing forward, but settling into a relaxed, restful flow. Each moment blends quietly into the next. Your breath becomes slow and deep. The whispering of the leaves feels as though it's syncing with your breathing, joining you in the calm. The grove's rhythm becomes your rhythm, steady and smooth. Your body loosens with every exhale, sinking into a deeper sense of ease. Around you, the branches sway in unison, their leaves brushing together with the lightest touch. It creates a soft wave of sound that drifts from one side of the grove to the other. The motion feels kind, familiar, as though nature itself is breathing with you. It brings an unexpected warmth to your chest, opening something gentle inside you. The quiet deepens further. The whispering fades to an even softer murmur, like a distant lullaby. The breeze cools, then barely moves at all, leaving the air still and calm. Only a faint rustle remains, just enough to keep the moment alive. You pause here, letting the sound wash over you. The grove feels alive in a quiet, ancient way. The whispering leaves speak softly through their rhythm, not in words, but in a soothing comfort that settles into every part of you. Your body feels heavier now, but in the gentlest, most peaceful sense. As the breeze slows to almost nothing, the grove rests with you. Light hangs in soft beams above. Shadows fall into still, dark patches around your feet. The whispering becomes a soft hum that seems to blend with your breath until everything feels calm and settled. Here, wrapped in cool air and quiet sound, the moment opens into a deeper stillness. Nothing moves quickly, nothing asks for attention. Only the whispering leaves remain, fading slowly into a soft, peaceful hush and carrying you further into rest. The path grows quieter as you move forward, and the air takes on a cooler, calmer feel. Each breath settles more deeply, smoothing out the last traces of motion from the world behind you. A gentle stillness gathers ahead, steady and inviting, like a space waiting to be discovered. As you step closer, the quiet deepens even more. The ground becomes softer, covered in patches of moss that cushion each movement. The scent of damp earth rises gently around you, faint and fresh. It brings with it a feeling of calm that spreads through your chest and down into your arms. A soft glimmer appears through the trees. Not bright, not sharp, just a faint shimmer, as if light is resting on something smooth and clear. With a few more slow steps, the trees part slightly, revealing a shallow pool nestled within stones softened by time. The surface of the water is still, almost perfectly still, like a quiet mirror reflecting the soft world around it. The air near the water cools your skin in the most delicate way. It feels clean, gentle, and steady. Light drifts across the pool in small shifting patches, carried by the branches moving above. Each patch changes shape slowly, giving the surface a soft shimmer that seems to pulse in the faint breeze. You move toward the edge of the pool and feel the ground give slightly beneath your feet. The moss here is thicker, softer, and cool to the touch. Smooth stones circle the water, warm from the filtered light that reaches them. Their rounded shapes add to the sense of calm that fills the space. The reflections on the surface move at a pace that feels almost dreamlike. Nothing rushes, nothing disturbs the quiet. When a breeze passes, the water ripples gently, then settles again into stillness. Watching the surface feels natural, effortless. Thoughts slow as the water quiets. The gentle movement of light becomes a soft rhythm, one that invites the mind to drift and settle. Every small shift in the reflections feels soothing, like a slow breath. The scent of damp earth blends with a light freshness from the water. The combination brings a deeper sense of grounding, helping your body let go a little more. Each moment near the pool feels steady, as if the world has paused just to give you space to rest. A faint sound rises from the surface, a soft ripple chasing another before fading back into silence. The sound is smooth and gentle, barely more than a whisper. It blends with the stillness around you, creating a cool, calming atmosphere that settles along your skin. The reflections in the pool change again as the breeze shifts the leaves above. Small patterns of light move across the water like drifting silver. They stretch, soften, and fade in slow waves. Each wave grows quieter and quieter until the surface returns to complete stillness. Your breathing naturally syncs with these slow movements. Each inhale becomes steady and deep. Each exhale melts into the quiet. The rhythm of the water makes it easy to let thoughts loosen, settling like stones resting on the bottom of the pool. As you stay here, a gentle sense of clarity begins to rise. Not sharp, not bright, just a soft space opening in your mind. It feels open and quiet, like the surface of the water when it lies completely still. The calm brings a sense of softness to the center of your chest. The stones around the pool hold a faint warmth, giving the air a cozy contrast to the coolness of the water. You notice how smooth they are, shaped by countless quiet moments like this one. Their presence feels steady, grounding like anchors holding the peacefulness of the grove in place. Light drifts through the branches above and lands gently on the water again. This time, the reflections stay longer before changing shape. The moment stretches, slow and easy. Everything around you feels unhurried, as though time itself has softened. The cool air near the water brushes lightly along your arms and face. It moves with the softest touch, bringing freshness into each breath. With every slow inhale, the scent of earth and moss deepens the sense of calm spreading through your body. The surface of the pool becomes still once more, perfectly smooth, like a quiet opening into rest. The stillness seems to reach out toward you, encouraging your thoughts to settle just as gently. Even the air feels quieter, as though it too is resting with the water. A faint shimmer crosses the surface again, then fades into a calm glow. The light merges with the coolness around you, creating a soft, balanced peace. Your body responds to that balance, sinking deeper into ease with each gentle moment. You stay here for a little while longer, allowing the quiet to surround you. Nothing moves quickly, nothing asks for attention, only stillness, calm, and the soft reflections drifting across the water remain. The grove around the pool rests in complete ease. The air carries a slow rhythm. The stones hold their gentle warmth. The water lies smooth and peaceful, reflecting the quiet world above it. In this moment, everything feels softened. Everything feels quiet. Everything encourages you to settle, to drift a little deeper into a soft, steady calm that lingers long after the reflections fade into silence. The air around you grows warmer, touched with a soft, gentle glow that seems to rise from the ground itself. Night has settled in fully now, but it is not dark. It feels like being wrapped in a calm twilight where everything is dim and gentle, yet quietly lit from within. Ahead, the path begins to soften and widen. Light gathers along its edges in pale, hazy patches. As your eyes adjust, you notice that the glow comes from blossoms, hundreds of them, resting on stems and branches that sway slowly in the night air. Each blossom holds a quiet radiance, as if a tiny light lives inside every petal. Their colors are soft, almost washed in moonlight. Pale blues, muted pinks, gentle creams, all blending into one calm glow that touches the path with warmth. Nothing is bright or sharp. Every shape is softened, edges blurred by the dimness of the night. A faint breeze moves through the garden, easy and slow. As it drifts past the blossoms, a delicate scent rises around you. It is light and warm, like petals warmed by the day and cooled by the night. The scent doesn't push forward, it simply reaches you in gentle waves, each one softer than the last. You step a little closer to the nearest blossom. Its velvety petals curve outward, glowing with a gentle, steady light. The bloom seems to breathe with the breeze, opening a little wider as the air passes by, then easing back as the night grows still again. Watching it feels like watching a slow, quiet sigh. All around, blossoms sway together in the soft air. Some hang from arching branches above, some rise from the ground in clusters, and others spill over stones and moss like gentle cascades. They move with the same rhythm, all of them, as if the garden is breathing in one calm, deep pattern. The motion is so smooth that it feels almost like floating. Each time the breeze flows through, the scent deepens for a moment. It brushes along your skin, warm and sweet, then fades into the background again. The air feels thicker with comfort now, almost like a soft blanket being drawn a little closer around you. Your shoulders loosen, your breath slows, and your body feels a little heavier in the best possible way. The path guides you deeper into the glowing blooms. Blossoms line both sides, their warm light blending into a soft ribbon that curves gently ahead. With every step, more blooms appear, each one slightly different, but all sharing the same calm, velvety glow. The world beyond them fades into gentle shadows, so that only this garden and this moment seem to exist. As you walk, you notice how the light from the blossoms meets the night air. It doesn't cut through the darkness, it melts into it, creating layers of pale mist and gentle radiance. The effect is soothing, as if the whole space is wrapped in a soft, glowing haze. It brings a feeling of ease that sinks quietly into the center of your chest. Above you, blossoms hang in loose clusters from slender branches. They sway slowly, like lanterns on the lightest breeze. Their glow creates tiny halos in the air, overlapping, drifting, and shifting as the branches move. The motion is so smooth and slow that watching it makes your thoughts slow down to match. A cluster of blossoms leans over the path, close enough that you could reach out and feel the cool, velvety petals if you wished. Their scent is a little stronger here, but still soft, still gentle. It feels warm and reassuring, almost like breathing in quiet comfort. Each inhale carries you a little further away from the weight of the day. The night air wraps around you with an easy touch. It holds a slight warmth from the glowing blooms and a coolness from the open space between them. This mix of warm and cool feels perfectly balanced, steady, and soothing. It helps your body relax in small, quiet stages without effort or thought. You notice how the blossoms closest to you seem to brighten just a little, as if responding to your nearness. Not in any sudden way, just a faint increase in glow, a soft acknowledgement. Then, as you move on, their light settles back again, while the next group of blooms seems to rise gently to meet you. It feels like the garden is quietly, kindly aware. Some blossoms release tiny motes of light that drift into the air for a moment before fading. They move slowly, like dust in a beam of sunlight, then disappear back into the dimness. The sight brings a sense of floating ease, as though the whole space is made to support rest and gentle dreaming. Your mind rests easily on these small, shifting details, needing nothing more. With each step, your feet feel lighter and your body heavier at the same time. Light, as if walking takes no effort at all. Heavy, as if your muscles are finally allowed to soften and let go. The warmth of the blossoms and the cool night air hold you in a quiet balance. The path curves again, leading you between two low mounds of flowers. Blossoms spill over their sides in soft waves, glowing against the darker ground. As the breeze passes through this place, the scent gathers and then spreads slowly outward, like a warm breath moving across the garden. The air feels almost like it is gently embracing you. You pause for a moment in this glowing space. Blossoms sway on all sides, above and below, their motion slow and easy. Light pulses softly as they move, never flashing, never flickering, just a steady, calm radiance. It feels as though the night itself is smiling in a quiet, peaceful way. The longer you stay here, the more dreamlike the garden becomes. Details blur into softness, colors fade into one warm, pale wash. Only the feeling remains clear, gentle, held, deeply at ease. Your breath has settled into a slow, comfortable rhythm, inhaling the warm, faint scent of blossoms, exhaling into the soft, cool night. Each breath feels smooth, as if it slides along the inside of your body, leaving calm behind. All around, the glowing flowers continue their slow dance with the breeze. They sway and settle, rise and ease back, moving with the same quiet patience. The garden feels like it has all the time in the world. No rush, no urgency, only gentle drifting. As the path carries you onward, the blossoms thin out just a little. Their light becomes more scattered, leaving soft patches of shadow between them. The glow is still there, still warm and kind, but now it feels more distant, like embers resting in the dark. This gentle dimming invites your mind to dim with it, to soften and drift. The air remains wrapped in that warm, faint scent, The night stays calm and quiet. Blossoms sway at the edges of your awareness, their glow no longer needing your eyes, only your sense of ease. In this quiet, glowing garden, everything feels slower, everything feels softer. The warmth of the night, the velvety petals, the gentle scents and movement, all of it blends together into one calm, floating feeling, carrying you deeper into a soft, dreamlike rest. The garden around you grows a little quieter, as if the night is settling deeper into itself. Warmth still lingers in the air, but ahead the light softens into cooler tones. Each step feels slower now, more measured, as though the path is gently encouraging you to move with calm intention. As you follow this steady rhythm, the ground beneath your feet becomes firmer. Soft earth gives way to stone, worn smooth by countless quiet passages. A tender coolness rises from it, meeting the warmth in the air and balancing it. The change feels peaceful, like stepping into a calmer, deeper layer of the night. Up ahead, a shape begins to take form, outlined by soft, filtered light. Its lines are rounded, softened by time, covered in shadows and pale green. As you draw closer, you see an archway of old stone, standing quietly among the leaves. Moss and ivy climb over its surface, covering hard edges with gentle softness. The stones are large and weathered. Their surfaces hold small dips and curves where the years have smoothed them. Moss rests in those curves, thick and velvety, giving the archway a muted, earthy glow. The touch of green against the stone feels comforting, like a soft blanket over something strong. Light filters down through branches above, passing through leaves and trailing ivy. It reaches the archway in thin beams, laying soft patterns over the stones. Some areas are faintly lit, others are deep in shadow. Together, they create a quiet, welcoming threshold. The air changes as you approach. A slight coolness gathers beneath the arch, like the shade of a quiet cave or an old hallway. The scent of ivy and damp stone rises gently, carrying hints of earth and leaf and time. Breathing it in brings a sense of grounding, as if your whole body is being gently reminded to rest. Standing close now, the archway feels steady and calm. It doesn't push or pull. It simply waits, patient and unmoving, holding a gentle opening into whatever lies beyond. There's no weight of importance here, only a soft invitation to move inward. Your hand might imagine resting against one of the stones. It would feel cool, solid, and slightly rough beneath the moss. The texture grounds you in the moment, a quiet reminder that this place is both ancient and kind. The roughness and softness together create a peaceful balance. Beyond the archway, the light grows dimmer, but not dark. It looks like a deeper part of the garden, quieter and more shaded. The space beneath the arch feels like a simple passage between one calm place and another. Nothing more is required of you than a slow, gentle step forward. As you begin to move under the arch, your footsteps sound different. The faintest echo rises up, soft and distant, as if the stones are quietly acknowledging each step. The sound lingers for a moment in the cool air, then fades into the hush. It's a soothing, muted echo, like a whisper from far away. The shade gathers around you as you pass beneath the curve of the stone. Coolness brushes along your skin, especially at your arms and the back of your neck. It feels refreshing after the warmer air outside, easing any lingering tension in your body. The quiet here is thick and gentle, wrapping around you like calm water. Filtered light slips through gaps in the ivy above, falling in thin lines across the ground. Your feet move through these soft stripes of light and shadow, the pattern shifting slowly as the leaves move. Every step under the arch feels unhurried and deliberate, as though time itself is stretching out for you. There is no need to go fast. The faint scent of ivy grows stronger in the shade. It smells clean, a little sweet, and deeply earthy. Breathing it in, your chest feels open and relaxed. Each inhale pulls in cool calm. Each exhale releases the day a little more. Halfway through the archway, the world behind you feels farther away. The warmth and glow of the outer garden soften in your memory, turning into a gentle backdrop. Ahead, a deeper stillness waits, not heavy, just quieter. You stand right between them, held by the curve of stone and the cool breath of the shaded passage. Here, in this in-between space, everything seems to slow down even further. Your thoughts spread out and quiet themselves. Nothing presses for attention. The echo of your own presence is the only sound, and even that is soft and kind. A few leaves of ivy hang down from the top of the arch. They sway with the slightest motion of the air, brushing lightly against the stone. The tiny movement makes a faint, soft rustle that barely touches your ears. It adds to the sense that this place is alive in a gentle, sleeping way. As you take another slow step, your foot meets the stone with an easy, muted tap. The sound travels a short distance, then dissolves into the cool silence. Each step repeats the simple pattern: touch, echo, fade. It becomes a calm rhythm, steady and deeply soothing. Near the far side of the arch, the light grows a little warmer again. It reaches under the stone in soft curves, bringing with it a hint of the garden beyond. You can feel the difference in the air, just a small shift from cool shade toward a quiet, welcoming glow. This change feels gentle, like moving through a long, slow breath. Your body responds naturally to the passage. Muscles release a little more. Your arms feel heavier, your legs more relaxed, your jaw softer. The shaded archway has held you in a brief, peaceful pause, and now it carries you calmly onward. With one more easy step, you come to the other side. The stone frame is still close around you, but the air is changing again, cool and warm blending together. Behind you, the hush of the archway lingers as a comfortable memory. Ahead, the dream garden stretches into deeper calm. You don't rush away from the arch. Instead, you let the feeling of it stay with you: the cool stone, the ivy scent, the soft echo of your steps. All of it becomes part of the quiet that has settled inside you. Each breath now seems slower, more even, more at ease. The ancient archway remains where it has always been, steady and quiet, a gentle marker of passing inward, nothing more, nothing less. You carry its calm with you as you move forward, surrounded by filtered light and the soft murmur of the garden, drifting step by slow step deeper into rest. The night around you feels calm and steady, wrapped in a soft, quiet darkness that never feels heavy. Ahead, something warm begins to glow between the trees, a gentle light that seems to breathe with the air. The path you follow feels easy beneath your feet, guiding you toward that quiet brightness. As you move closer, shapes appear in the dimness. Soft, rounded lights hang from the branches, suspended at different heights. They sway slowly, as if floating on a very gentle tide of air. Each one glows with its own warm, steady light. You step into the grove and feel the change at once. The air here is slightly warmer, touched by the lantern's glow. Shadows gather in soft pools on the ground, dark but never cold. You are surrounded on all sides by quiet, glowing lights. Some lanterns are small and round, like smooth stones made of light. Others are taller with gentle curves, their sides glowing like soft paper. A few are shaped like simple jars or bowls, light pooling at their centers and spilling out in a warm, cozy halo. None of them shine sharply. Every lantern is muted and gentle, like candlelight behind soft fabric. Their colors are calm and comforting: warm gold, pale amber, a faint hint of rose in a few. All of them blend together into a soft, golden haze that fills the grove. It feels like stepping into a safe, sheltered space, where everything is held in a protective glow. Branches above cradle each lantern carefully. They bend slightly under the gentle weight, leaves resting around the warm glass or woven frames. When the air stirs, the lanterns swing just a little, moving in slow arcs. The motion sends shadows drifting along the ground and across the trunks of the trees. Shadows here are not dark in a harsh way. They move like soft waves, slipping in and out of the lantern light. As one lantern sways, its shadow slides aside, making room for another. The whole grove feels like a calm, rhythmic dance of light and shade. The air carries a faint warmth, especially near your face and hands. With each breath, you take in that quiet warmth, and it spreads through your chest. Your shoulders ease. Your arms feel heavier in a peaceful way, as if they are finally allowed to rest. You notice how spacious the grove feels. Though lanterns hang from many branches, there is no clutter, no crowding. Each light has plenty of room around it, its glow expanding gently into the open air. That sense of space makes it easier for your thoughts to loosen and drift. You walk a little further into the grove. Lanterns appear above you in small clusters, 3 or 4 at a time. They glow together like little islands of warmth in the trees. Standing beneath them, you feel as though you are wrapped in their soft radiance. Some lanterns are clear enough that you can make out the faint shapes inside, a suggestion of a wick or a small glowing core. Others look more solid, their surfaces glowing evenly, as if the light is part of the material itself. Each one feels unique, yet all of them belong together. The differences only add to the grove's gentle charm. As the lanterns sway, their light shifts across your body in slow, smooth patterns. Your face, your shoulders, your hands, all pass in and out of the glow. At one moment, you feel the warmth resting on your skin, and the next, a cooler shadow. The steady movement is natural and soothing. Around your feet, the ground is soft and steady. The lanterns cast quiet pools of light onto the earth, making simple shapes, circles, ovals, gentle smudges of gold. Your steps fall within and between these pools, touching both light and shadow. With each step, the sense of being safely held grows stronger. In the distance, more lanterns hang deeper in the trees. You catch glimpses of them through the branches. A faint glow here, a soft flicker there. They mark the grove like calm stars woven into the forest. Knowing they are there adds another layer of reassurance, a feeling that this warm light extends far beyond where you stand. The air is quiet with only the smallest sounds. A leaf brushing gently against a lantern frame, the faint creak of a branch as it moves, the soft whisper of fabric-like surfaces shifting against the air. Every sound is delicate, muted, part of the calm. You pause for a moment and simply take in the scene around you. Lights above, lights ahead, lights behind. The warm glow forms a loose circle, as if the grove itself has gathered around to keep you company. You are at the center of it, resting in a wide, gentle embrace. A deeper ease starts to spread through your body. Your breath slows, matching the slow rhythm of the swaying lanterns, inhaling warmth and light, exhaling into soft shadow and stillness. Time feels different here. Moments stretch out, long and unhurried. There is nothing to do, nowhere else to go. Only this grove, these lanterns, this calm. Some lights hang lower than the others, close enough that their warmth feels almost like a quiet touch on your skin. Their shapes are simple, comforting, familiar in a way that doesn't need words. They glow steadily, never flickering. Each one offers a silent promise of safety. Higher up, lanterns swing more widely. Their arcs are slow and smooth, tracing curves in the air that your eyes can follow without effort. As they move, their glow washes across the branches, revealing textures of bark and leaf in soft detail. The trees seem to lean into the light, as if they too are resting in its warmth. Standing here, surrounded by glowing lights, you may notice your mind growing quieter. Thoughts fade into the background, like sounds from far away. What remains is this simple, present feeling, held, warmed, and gently protected. The grove feels like a shelter made of light. The lanterns keep their silent watch, swaying a little, then settling, then swaying again. The pattern repeats over and over, slow and steady. It becomes part of your inner rhythm, a calm motion you can feel, even with your eyes closed. Their glow seeps into your awareness, softening every corner. As time drifts by in this gentle place, the lights seem to grow even softer, not dimmer, just more blended with the night. The edges between lantern glow and darkness blur until everything feels like one warm, quiet whole. Your body responds, sinking deeper into relaxation. The grove holds you in its warmth. Lanterns swing overhead like small, kind suns that never burn, never blind, only soothe. The ground beneath you feels steady, the air around you calm and still. All of it comes together to form a haven of gentle light and deep serenity. You rest here, wrapped in this protective glow. Nothing needs to change, nothing needs to happen. Only the slow sway of lanterns among the trees and the quiet comfort of sinking further into soft, peaceful rest. The trees around you thin out, and the night air begins to feel wider, more open. Each breath comes a little easier here, as if the space itself is helping to soften every inhale and exhale. The path grows smoother underfoot, gently guiding you towards something spacious and calm. Ahead, the darkness changes. It lightens, not with one bright source, but with many tiny points of glow. They shimmer low to the ground, scattered and quiet. The feeling in the air shifts to one of open stillness, like a quiet field waiting under the sky. A few more slow steps bring the meadow into view. It spreads out in all directions, broad and gentle, covered in soft grass that waves slightly with the night breeze. Among the blades, tiny star-like lights flicker and shimmer. They twinkle just above the ground, as if the sky has come down to rest on the earth. The vastness of the space settles something deep inside. Nothing closes in around you here. Everything opens. The air moves freely, cool and clean, brushing lightly across your skin and through your hair. Each of those small lights glows with a soft, steady shimmer. Some wink slowly on and off, while others hold a quiet, constant radiance. They dot the meadow in loose patterns, spreading out into the distance. Looking at them brings a feeling of lightness, as if your thoughts have more room to move and drift. Overhead, the sky stretches far and wide. It feels endless, peaceful, and steady. Even without needing to see every detail, a sense of its vastness is there. The sky is like a deep, calm presence watching over the meadow, holding everything in quiet balance. The grass at your feet is soft and welcoming. It bends easily beneath your weight, still carrying a little warmth from the day, but cooled by the night. Tiny lights nestled between the blades respond with a gentle shimmer when you pass. They never grow harsh or bright, only softly adjusting, as if acknowledging your movement. In this open space, the air feels easier to breathe. There is more room in every direction, space above, space around, and a new kind of space inside. Tension begins to dissolve, not all at once, but slowly, like mist fading in the morning. Imagine sinking down into the meadow now, finding a comfortable place among the grass and quiet lights. The ground beneath you is supportive and steady. It rises just enough to cradle your body in a natural, easy curve. Every part of you is gently held. From here, the tiny lights in the grass appear even closer. Some rest near your hands, some near your feet, others scattered at different distances. They form a soft constellation on the ground, mirroring the sky above. The effect is soothing and dreamlike, as if you are floating in a quiet sea of stars. Your eyes move lazily between the two, stars overhead, star-like lights below. Nothing demands your focus. You can look at one small point, or at the whole field, or not really look at anything at all. The lights are simply there, steady and gentle, ready to hold your gaze whenever it wanders back. The cool air flows slowly over you, like a calm tide. Each breath feels smoother, longer, and softer. The rise and fall of your chest begins to match the easy rhythm of the breeze brushing through the meadow. It's as if the night is breathing with you. Lying here, the body starts to feel lighter in some places and heavier in others. Lighter in the mind, in the face, in the forehead, where thoughts used to crowd. Heavier in the limbs, the hands, the feet, in a deeply relaxed way. The meadow holds all of this comfortably, without effort. Tiny sounds flow through the open air, the soft hush of grass moving, a faint brushing as the breeze slips past, the gentle, almost silent twinkle of the tiny lights shifting in the dark. Nothing loud, nothing sharp, only small, soothing threads of sound. Your attention can drift freely now. Sometimes it rests on the feeling of the ground supporting you. Sometimes it rises to the wide, peaceful sky. Sometimes it floats among the shimmering lights in the grass, with no need to stay in one place for long. The openness of the meadow reaches inward. Inside, a little more space appears around each thought, each feeling. Nothing is crowded, nothing pressed. There is room for everything to soften, to stretch out, and then slowly fade into quiet. Above, the sky feels steady and kind. Its vastness is not overwhelming, it is reassuring. It reminds some deep part of you that it is all right to let go, to rest, to be small and still for a while. Held by the earth below and the sky above, you are gently balanced between them. The tiny lights in the grass flicker in loose patterns, like a slow, barely moving dance. You might notice one blink softly near your hand, then another near your feet, then a small cluster glowing together in the distance. Their calm, playful shimmer adds a lightness to the night. It is peaceful and quietly joyful, without ever disturbing the deep rest forming inside you. Time in this meadow doesn't seem to move in the usual way. Moments lengthen and stretch, blending gently into one another. There is no hurry for anything, only the steady presence of stars above, quiet lights below, and your own slow, relaxed breathing. Your body settles even further into the ground. Any remaining tightness loosens, like knots slowly unwinding. The softness beneath you, the cool air around you, and the open sky above you all work together to ease you deeper into stillness. It feels natural, effortless, like a slow drifting into a calm, wide sea. The night holds steady, the meadow remains quiet and open. Lights continue to shimmer gently in the grass, patient and unchanging. The sky keeps its silent watch, vast and peaceful. Inside, thoughts grow faint. They appear briefly, then dissolve into the softness around them. What remains is a sense of calm presence, light and spacious. You are simply here, resting in the middle of a meadow of quiet stars. The longer you rest, the more the boundary between you and the space around you seems to soften. The support of the earth feels close, the air feels close, the gentle lights feel close, all blending together in a single, tranquil moment. Everything has slowed now, the breath, the thoughts, the sense of time. Only the quiet meadow remains, with its tiny stars glowing softly in the grass, and the vast, peaceful sky stretching high above, holding you in a gentle, endless stillness that drifts on into silence. The air deepens into a warm, quiet hush as you move forward. The night feels thicker here, softer, as though you're stepping deeper into a calm that's been waiting a long time. Each breath grows slower, easier, carrying you gently inward. The path narrows and the trees draw closer, but not in a heavy way. Their branches lean in with a kind of affection, their leaves moving only slightly in the warm breeze. Light fades into dimmer shades, not dark, just muted. The kind of light that settles the mind without asking for anything. Ahead, a faint glow begins to rise from the ground, soft, low, and steady. As your eyes adjust, you see smooth stones scattered in a loose circle, each one gently lit from within. Their glow is warm, like embers that have been resting under quiet hands. The space around these stones feels different, calmer, deeper, a kind of quiet you feel more than here, wrapping around your body in a slow, comforting wave. You step closer, and the warmth from the stones brushes your skin in the faintest whispers. It's not heat, just a soft radiance, the kind that soothes the air near your arms and settles into your chest. The ground beneath you grows softer, cushioned by cool moss that gives slightly under your weight. Everything here feels slower, each movement of air, each rise and fall of your breath. Even your thoughts stretch out into longer, gentler spaces. The stones glow in pale oranges and soft golds. Some are brighter at their centers, dimming at the edges. Others hold an even, velvety glow, like small pools of warm light. Their arrangement feels natural, as if the garden placed them with quiet care. You find a place near the stones where the moss dips into a shallow cradle. The moment you settle there, the warmth seems to gather around you. Your body sinks into the softness beneath you, supported from every angle. It feels like lying down inside a warm sigh. The air here is still. Every sound is muted, softened by the thickness of the night. Your breathing becomes the main rhythm, slow, steady, drifting. It feels like the calm center of the entire garden. Above you, branches form a loose canopy. The leaves hang motionless in the warm air, catching faint hints of the stone's glow. Their edges shimmer with soft outlines, blurring gently as your eyes relax. Nothing sharp remains. Everything melts into quiet curves. The warmth from the stone seeps in deeper. It spreads along your back, into the muscles of your legs, through your arms, and into your hands. Each breath pulls it closer. Each exhale lets your body release just a little more weight. Your mind drifts in wide, slow patterns, moving at the same pace as the dim light. Thoughts come softly and then fade like ripples spreading across still water. What's left is a quiet awareness of being held by the ground, by the air, by the warmth surrounding you. The glow of the stones pulses faintly, barely noticeable, more like the steady rhythm of something deeply alive. It's not brightening or dimming, just shifting with the slow breath of the garden itself. This subtle motion draws you further into the moment. The moss has its own coolness, balancing the warmth of the stones. That gentle contrast settles your body deeper into comfort, cool beneath you, warm around you, and the space between those sensations becomes a soft cradle. You feel the edges of your body soften, arms growing heavier, legs releasing their grip, your neck and shoulders melting into a loose, floating ease. The world outside this small circle feels distant, not gone, just softened, like a memory fading into the night. Here, in this center, only the present moment matters, and even it seems to ask nothing of you. The air takes on a quiet thickness, like a soft blanket drawn loosely around your shape. You can almost feel it settling along your arms and chest, protecting you in a way that asks no effort at all. Everything is slower now, everything is calm. The stones continue to glow with the same steady warmth. Their light touches your skin in a comforting way, almost like being wrapped in a dim halo. Every small shift of your breath blends into the warmth, making it hard to tell where you end and the garden begins. Thoughts grow fewer, then lighter, then quieter. They drift through like soft clouds, barely forming before dissolving into the stillness. Your mind opens into a soft, gentle space, wide, warm, and deeply at ease. You may feel as though you're floating a little now, not rising, not moving, just suspended in an easy, weightless way. The ground holds you, yet you feel almost untethered. The warmth, the glow, the hush of the air all blend into a cocoon of rest. The quiet deepens. The garden center draws you toward a place where nothing stirs, where even time seems to slow its pace. It holds you with a kindness that doesn't ask for anything in return. You lie there, surrounded by glowing stones, wrapped in the warm, silent air. Every part of you moves into a slower rhythm. The boundary between waking and dreaming softens, becoming thin and gentle. The night breathes around you in slow waves, warmth settles, thoughts drift, your body grows heavier and softer with every moment. Nothing pulls you forward, nothing holds you back. You simply rest at the quiet heart of the garden, floating in a warm, deep stillness that stretches softly into silence. The air grows even quieter now, settling into a deep, gentle stillness. Each breath feels softer than the last, as though the night around you is breathing with you. The path beneath your feet slows your pace naturally, guiding you with calm intention. Ahead, the trees open into a small, sheltered space. The ground rises slightly, covered in a thick, velvety layer of moss. Its surface glows faintly in the dim light, soft and inviting, like a quiet resting place shaped by time. The air here is cool and earthy, carrying a scent that feels grounding and familiar. At the center of this space stands an old tree, wide and steady. Its trunk is thick, textured with deep grooves, softened by age and weather. Huge roots spread outward in gentle curves, winding over and under the moss. The tree's presence feels calm, almost protective, as though it has been watching over this place for centuries. As you step closer, the moss gives beneath your feet with a cool, springy softness. It cushions each movement, sending tiny waves of ease through your legs. The roots nearby rise just enough to form natural shapes, curves and hollows that look perfectly suited for resting. The earth feels steady, ready to hold your weight without effort. You settle down near one of the broad roots, letting your body ease into the moss. It supports you with gentle firmness, neither too soft nor too hard. Your body begins to release its last bits of tension, sinking slowly into the shape beneath you. Here, the ground feels like a quiet cradle. The cool texture of the moss spreads comfort through your back and arms. It feels smooth in some places, slightly textured in others, always steady, always soft. The faint scent of earth drifts upward, clean and grounding. It brings a sense of being anchored, safe, and gently held. Above you, the branches stretch wide and calm. They move only slightly with the night air, barely more than a quiet rustle. Their leaves filter the dim light into soft patterns that drift across your face and chest. Each shadow passes slowly, like a peaceful wave. The ancient tree's trunk radiates a subtle warmth, not heat, just a quiet presence that feels soothing against the cool night. You can sense its age, its stillness, its deep connection to the ground beneath you. Leaning near it feels like settling beside something strong and steady. Your breath begins to match the slow rhythm of this space, inhaling cool, earthy air, exhaling into the warm hush around the tree. Each breath carries you deeper into ease, deeper into the soft shapes of the moss beneath your body. The roots create gentle contours around you, shaping the ground into natural supports. A curve for your back, a slope for your legs, a hollow that fits the shape of your shoulder. Every part of the earth seems arranged to hold you with quiet care. The night air thickens with stillness. Even the faint rustling of leaves becomes softer, slower, almost distant. Your thoughts follow that pattern, fading into quieter and quieter shapes. Nothing sharp remains, only soft edges and slow movement. The ancient tree feels like a calm guardian, its roots stretch deep into the earth, carrying the steady patience of countless seasons. That grounded presence spreads into your body, easing everything inside you. You feel supported in a way that asks nothing of you at all. The moss under you cools your skin in gentle waves. It holds you without sinking too far, keeping you balanced in an effortless position. Your muscles soften one by one, first your shoulders, then your arms, then the long muscles of your back. Each release feels natural, like a stone easing into sand. The air grows warmer near your chest, cooler against your cheeks. This mix of temperatures feels soothing, like drifting between warmth and shadow. It calms your breath even more. Your whole body begins to settle into a deep, restful quiet. Nothing around you moves quickly. Even your thoughts drift with the slow rhythm of the leaves above. Each moment stretches gently into the next. The sense of time loosens, becoming soft and indistinct. The scent of earth grows more noticeable as your breathing deepens. Cool moss, warm bark, a faint trace of fallen leaves resting in the roots. These scents pull you even more fully into the present moment, grounding you in a deep, peaceful way. Lying here near the heart of the old tree, You feel held from below and above. The earth supports your weight completely. The branches shelter you. The roots curve around you like quiet arms. This place feels safe, steady, and endlessly calm. Your body grows heavier, yet lighter at the same time. Heavier in the way it presses softly into the moss. Lighter in the way it feels free from tension, free from noise, free from effort. Your breath becomes a slow, soft rhythm. The ancient roots beneath you hold a gentle warmth. They ground you in the deepest sense of the word. Their presence reassures you that you are safe, that rest is welcome, that it is easy to let go here. The night's quiet wraps around you like a soft blanket. Your eyelids feel heavier. Your body feels like it is drifting just slightly, floating on the rise and fall of your breath. Thoughts grow small and faint, no louder than the whisper of leaves above. Everything inside you slows into one warm, quiet pulse. The moss beneath you stays cool and comforting, supporting every part of you. The ancient tree stands over you with a calm, rooted presence. The air moves in slow, warm waves against your skin. All of it works together to ease you into deeper stillness. You remain here, resting against soft moss and ancient roots. Your breath is calm, your body is fully supported. The night holds you gently. Every moment grows quieter and quieter until the world fades into a soft, peaceful hush that lingers and drifts into silence. The night around you softens into something deeper, quieter, almost weightless. Warm air drifts slowly across your skin, moving with the gentle rhythm of your breath. Every sound grows distant, every shape melts into the dimness, leaving only a sense of calm floating through the space. The last hints of light glow faintly in the distance, not bright, just small, gentle reminders of the path you followed. They flicker softly, then settle, fading into warm impressions rather than clear shapes. Your eyes rest without needing to focus on anything at all. The air feels smooth against your face. A warm quiet settles along your arms and chest, moving through you in long, slow waves. Each breath sinks a little deeper, loosening your hold on the waking world. Your body grows heavier in a comforting way, as though the earth beneath you is rising to meet your weight. Around you, the night breathes in a slow, steady rhythm. You feel it more than you hear it, a calm presence, holding the space gently, creating a soft cradle of darkness and warmth. The edges of the garden blur into this softness, leaving only sensations that drift gently through your awareness. The warmth spreads down your legs, through your feet, settling along the ground. Your hands relax completely, fingers unwinding without effort. Each part of you eases further, as though the air itself is smoothing away any remaining tension. Your breath becomes long and even, flowing naturally into the quiet. The faint glow in the distance grows dimmer, sinking slowly into the night. Its light lingers only as a soft impression, a warm memory against the darkness. You no longer need to see anything clearly. The world around you has shifted into gentle shapes, all blending softly together. The air grows thicker with calm. It wraps around your body in a warm, cocoon-like embrace. Your mind follows, drifting into a space without edges, without form. Thoughts slow until they feel like distant ripples, barely touching the surface of your awareness. All around you, the quiet deepens. You feel it near your chest, your throat, your forehead. A slow settling, a deep calm, a gentle release. Every breath draws you further toward stillness. The ground beneath you feels steady and soft. It holds your weight fully, without asking for anything in return. Your body melts into it, supported from every direction. It feels like resting in a warm, endless night. The last lights at the edges of your vision grow softer still. They flicker once, then fade into a gentle glow that barely touches the air. Darkness becomes smooth, not heavy, just calm and warm. It carries no meaning, only rest. Your body feels distant and light as though floating just above the ground. Warmth hums quietly through your limbs. Your breath slows so much it almost disappears. Everything inside you moves with a slow, drifting ease. The night garden around you dissolves into sensations rather than images: warmth, soft air, a faint hum of stillness. These are the only things that remain, and they are enough. Your thoughts loosen completely. They stretch into long gaps of silence, then fade into the background. Nothing pulls your attention. Nothing needs your effort. Everything is slow, warm, and endlessly gentle. The quiet deepens again. You feel yourself drifting, not moving, but shifting softly inward. The world narrows to a warm, comforting darkness that welcomes your breath and holds your body in perfect stillness. There is no need for shape, no need for light. Each breath slides through you like a slow tide, rising and falling in long waves. You drift with it, weightless and calm. Your mind becomes soft and open, fading toward a warm, formless space. Even the rhythm of your breath feels far away. Tiny traces of light shimmer somewhere deep in the darkness, faint as distant memories. They do not grow brighter, they simply float, quiet and content, guiding nothing, asking for nothing. You notice them only as soft glimmers in the edges of your mind. The night grows warmer around your chest, cooler near your forehead. These gentle shifts in temperature soothe every part of you. Your body settles into the stillness with complete trust. The weight of your limbs feels peaceful, natural, perfect. You drift further and further into the softest part of the night. Your awareness floats lightly, no longer anchored to thoughts or images. The darkness becomes a warm blanket, wrapped loosely around your mind. You sink into it without resistance. It holds you tenderly, steady and calm. Your breath is slow, deep, and effortless. Everything else falls away. Only warmth remains, only stillness, only the quiet pull of rest drawing you closer and closer toward sleep. In this moment, nothing moves quickly, nothing needs to be held. The world fades into soft impressions: warmth in your chest, slow breathing, quiet air surrounding you. You drift gently at the edge of dreaming. And then, slowly, gently, you begin to slip beyond even this calm, into deeper stillness, into softer quiet, into the warm, endless night that waits just beyond awareness, drifting, settling, fading into peaceful sleep. The quiet around you deepens into a warm, gentle stillness. The air moves softly, almost melting into the space it touches. Every breath feels long and smooth, drifting through you in slow, calming waves. The shapes of the garden grow faint now, softened by the dimness. Light becomes only a memory of light, a warm impression that lingers in the air. What remains is the feeling of comfort, like a soft glow resting somewhere just beyond sight. Your body sinks a little further into ease. The weight of your limbs grows warm and steady. Every part of you settles into a calm rhythm that needs no guidance, no thought, no effort at all. The quiet stretches wide around you, comforting and open. It wraps gently around your shoulders, settles along your chest, and pools softly at your feet. You feel supported from all sides, as though the space itself is holding you. Nothing presses for attention, nothing asks you to move or think. Everything inside and around you drifts into one slow, peaceful flow. The last traces of the garden fade into soft impressions: a faint warmth, a slow breath, a sense of being deeply held. These sensations linger like gentle echoes, and then soften even more. Your thoughts quiet until they move like feathers, floating without direction. Some drift in for a moment, then dissolve into the warm stillness filling the space. The mind grows light, open, and unburdened. The air around you feels smooth and thick with calm. It settles into your breath, easing it into a slow, even pattern. Each inhale grows softer, each exhale reaches a little deeper. As everything grows quieter, the edges of your awareness loosen. The space beyond your body feels soft and vast, like a warm night stretching into infinity. You drift gently, At its center, safe and steady, warmth gathers in your chest, spreading outward in slow, easy waves. It moves through your arms, across your belly, down your legs. The comfort is simple and complete, like sinking into a bed that remembers your shape. Your breath floats in long, unhurried rhythms. It carries you inward, where everything is calm and slow. The world narrows to a warm, quiet hum that blends with the stillness of your body. You rest here, held in a deep, peaceful softness. The night around you is warm and wide. It gives you room to breathe, room to drift, room to release the last threads of the day. Nothing remains but sensation, warmth, quiet, the faint movement of air drifting across your skin. You feel yourself slipping into a space without form, a place where the mind slows to a gentle glow, like embers resting beneath soft ash. Thoughts fade into silence, images fade into darkness. Only calm remains. Your breath moves through you like a slow tide. It rises, it falls, and with each gentle motion, you drift further into ease. The night grows even softer now. Its warmth settles around your body like a loose blanket. Your limbs feel heavy and comfortable, sinking deeper into stillness. The mind floats at the edge of dreaming. Not fully here, not fully gone, just drifting in the quiet space between thought and sleep. Sounds fall away, light falls away. Everything dissolves into a soft, warm darkness that welcomes you without asking anything at all. You are safe in this stillness. You are held in warmth. You are wrapped in the quiet breath of the night. Nothing more needs to be said. Nothing more needs to be felt. Just this slow drift inward, this gentle settling, this soft, endless rest. And now you can let the quiet take over. Warmth gathers, breath slows, the night garden fades into a calm so deep and peaceful that it carries you effortlessly into sleep.